Please stop with the boomer posts. You are dividing the working class. To win the fight, we need the working class united versus the owner class. When you attack people based on their age, you are making the owner class happy because we stay divided. I get that you are upset with your older managers, relatives, etc., for various reasons, but these types of posts only keep us divided and hurt the cause. I don't care about your age, religion, race, gender, sexuality, or any other demographic. If you are working and need a paycheck to survive, then you are on my team. Worker solidarity, unions, regulations to keep the owner class in check. These are the things that matter to the owner class. We are all slaves undeserving of basic human dignity or rights. We don't exist to them. They live in a different world. They are the enemy, not old people. Please think and organize. They'll do anything to divide us. Men versus women. Boomer versus X versus Z. Right versus left. The real battle, and only battle, is predatory class versus working class. As soon as people start realizing that, we can really start making some change. General strike. That's the only way anything is going to change. If we are all hurting as human beings in the working class, the only way to make real change is to collectively stop working. It is not a generational problem, as they need to pin us all against each other. Unfortunately, the propaganda and manipulation of the ruling class has made us scared to stop working, stop paying taxes, and make a stand. Well, after scrolling for 25 seconds, I see the division continuing. The boomer stuff, yes, some have adapted, some have not. It's not easy just to change your thinking. But the real enemy is capitalism and what it's done. 1% owns it all. That needs to get fixed. One poster in this thread has the opportunity to reply with the most funniest line. Really, we just need to channel all of America's useless racism into discrimination against the rich. Exactly right. There are plenty of people who fall into the age group described as boomers, who are getting screwed on working, labor, pay, etc. That demographic group is not the enemy. The enemy are the super rich owners of businesses and the elected representatives who only serve to benefit financially from supporting them. Boomers screwed the economy is short-sighted. The rich and super rich are the ones who screwed us and continue to do so. No war but class war. To me, boomer refers to a mindset and not a generation. Anyone can be a boomer. Thank you. Completely agree. I suspect that some of those posts are coming from trolls seeking to divide folks into factions ahead of the 2024 elections. It will take a multi-generational coalition to keep our democracy from being destroyed by malign internal and external forces. Stick together, folks. So basically, all boomers suck without exception because of the failure of their generation to change the system. We are all guilty by default. We suck and should immediately end our existence because we just feed off the generations after us. We offend, and so we should be no more. Without exception. Point duly noted. May as well not ever listen, learn, converse with, or vote liberal because we are not necessary to the greater good and certainly not needed by anyone that follows. Goodbye, world. RIP to every person born 19,461,964. For what it's worth, I'm a retired boomer. Had a union job for 30 plus years. Blue all the way. No way am I got mine guy. I think the current conditions stink. Something really big needs to happen to shift things to the workers and rebuild a strong middle class. If somebody comes up with a plan, I'll be with ya. I'm too stupid to come up with one, but I'll be with ya. Huge general strike? Yep, makes many look bad. Some of the greatest people that I have known are boomers. I couldn't agree more. All these posts hating on tipping hit the lowest of us. Just don't tip. But stop spreading the rhetoric. If you want to actually stop tipping culture, you have to hit the employers, not the employees. Let's stop using boomer as a tag and use something more inclusive and multi-generational. Something like bootlick. It's because they don't understand the problem. Whenever I see boomers caused it, I just laugh because it's so stupid. You were enslaved by corporations and a corrupt government. It's funny in a way how people bitch about companies discriminating here, yet in the same breath discriminate against people because of their age. Sums up the stupidity in this world. People against something while also doing the exact thing to others. Hope people realize you're doing exactly what they want you to do. Fight each other instead of them. No wonder unions are going away. You'd rather fight within instead of the real enemies. Yeah, well, some people need to get with the program. The doors are open, but they need to step inside. I ain't holding the door for them. The least anyone could do is learn and willingly step in. Big business says they make more money when grandpa and grandma have to work until they die. They use their influence to divide us and make it seem like the idea came from you. So yeah, when you do what Op is talking about, you're just helping them do their job, like they expect from a good slave. We don't stand a chance if we're at each other's necks, not unified. My brown, Democrat, boomer husband who has worked for minimum wage his entire life would completely disagree with you. Not all boomers are white. Republican. Homeowners. Not all boomers had the privilege or opportunity to continue education after high school. He is working 12 hours overtime this week. He is a dishwasher at a Denny's this week, so our oldest grandson will have a nice birthday gift this year. Face holding back tears. Generalizing an entire generation is extremely hurtful to the POC who grew up in straight-up racism, only to have it tossed back at them at 63. When I see posts like, all white people, or all men, or all any group I am part of, and the negative thing they're saying doesn't apply to me, I don't take it personally. I usually agree because a lot of people those things do apply to. So instead of telling people, don't talk about my group like that, I go, yes, my group does suck sometimes. I hope I'm part of the solution. I try to be. A lot of the criticism directed at boomers is well aimed. It does not apply to all of them any more than a broad statement applies to any large group. But they are enough of a problem that I'm not concerned about the splash damage. I love my parents and they are good people. They are not part of the problem. I still say, boomers X, all the time. They know I don't mean them.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.